A tornado watch is in effect for all of Central Florida until 5 o'clock this evening. This means conditions are favorable for any storms that develop to produce an isolated tornado, but also to produce gusty winds, large hail, and frequent lightning. So everyone included in that till 5 p.m. You will want to be on guard for severe weather for the rest of the day. And that is topping your weather headlines here on this Saturday. Strong to severe storms, but it's going to be a 50-50 weekend. We're not going to see the rain tomorrow. In fact, it's going to start to clear out tonight, leading to a great week ahead. I'll have the rest of your details on that forecast coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
I'm meteorologist Maureen McCann here on this Saturday morning, monitoring the potential for severe weather. Enough for the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma to put us under a tornado watch. And this goes until 5 p.m. So the better portion of the day, we're going to be with this potential for damaging winds, large hail, frequent lightning, and an isolated tornado. Now remember, a watch different than a warning. A watch means conditions are favorable. A warning means it's more imminent. When we get into warnings, of course, we'll be letting you know here with your weather on the one, so keep it here all afternoon. The setup is as follows. We're going to have spotty showers streaming out ahead of the actual cold front. Some of these could be locally strong rotating storms. By 2 to 4 p.m., those will be more numerous, with the greatest likelihood primarily north of I-4. This is all going to clear the I-4 corridor after dark, and then we'll be back to clearing skies, and Sunday looks great. We'll see a big improvement for the second half of your weekend without a severe weather threat carrying ahead through tomorrow. We're going to see lots of sunshine as we go through the second part of the weekend. So for today, lower 80s, warm, humid with south-southwesterly winds pumping in all that warmth. Then tonight the winds shift, rain comes to an end. We'll be in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Quick look at your forecast numbers for tomorrow. They'll be in the 70s, so tomorrow probably the better day to get to the beaches. We have a moderate rip current threat for today. Here are your tide times if you are going to get out to Daytona Beach and Cocoa Beach. Those conditions will be such that we'll be dealing with some hazardous conditions on the water, with the small craft advisory continuing for the balance of the afternoon. Let's take you through your county forecast, and we'll begin in Flagler and Volusia counties on either side of 80. Everyone with the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. Warmer for Brevard County, also for Osceola County. Those temperatures today running a bit above the average. Planning ahead through the afternoon hours for Seminole County. Lower 80s, keep the umbrella close by and watch for the risk for showers and storms. Marion Lake and Sumter, more of the same, right around 80 degrees. And here's a look at Orange County. See you again in less than 10 minutes. Right now, Storm Tracker 13.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
I'm meteorologist Maureen McCann. Thanks for joining us here at 21 past the hour as we monitor the risk for severe weather across Central Florida this afternoon. See that little bit of sun trying to peek through the clouds at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex on the Kennedy Atlantis cam? And that sun is only going to prove to be detrimental. If we kept the clouds overhead, that would keep the atmosphere more stable, but instead we do have the right ingredients in the favorable environment for severe storms today, some of which could produce isolated tornadoes. So the watch just means that conditions are favorable. When we get into warnings, that means the threat is more imminent. So please keep it here to News 13. We will be keeping you posted every step of the way throughout the day, and we'll also be bringing you the latest advisories the second they come in. So with Storm Tracker 13, we'll have those showers popping up from time to time, and they could be strong to severe with some rotation. Frequent lightning, damaging winds, and large hail could accompany any of them, especially during the peak daytime heating hours. By about 5-6 p.m., a lot of it should diminish. We'll be back to clearing skies for the overnight hours, and we're going to see a nice improvement for tomorrow. We'll get back to clearing skies, and eventually we will transition back to some warmer temperatures in the next couple of days. But for the short term today, this is the unsettled weekend day. It's not going to be like this tomorrow, but 83 degrees, scattered showers and storms. That's how we see it on your forecast in writing. And we'll have a breezy southerly wind pulling in the warmth and humidity, making the atmosphere even more conducive for severe development. Your pollen forecast brought to you by Trial Pro, the trial professionals. One good thing about the rain today, it's going to lower the pollen levels. Those numbers will come down on your pollen forecast. Your comfort zone index keeps the temperatures above, or it keeps the feels like reading above the actual air temperature. Those humidity values will be noticeable. However, tomorrow they will be much lower. So your 7-day outlook keeps us at 83 today. 50% chance of showers and storms. So the cells will be scattered, but the ones that do form will be locally strong to severe. A big improvement tomorrow, even more so Monday through Friday. Look at those temperatures climbing back up into the mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees, and we'll leave rain out of the forecast the way we see it right now for several more days. So it is going to be an unsettled afternoon today. Of course, we have that tornado watch in effect, and we'll also have the potential for severe weather right through the evening hours, and then we'll see a nice improvement for tomorrow for the second half of your weekend. Stay with us for more Weather on the Ones. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes. Right now, Storm Tracker 13. A tornado watch is in effect for all of Central Florida until 5 o'clock this evening. This means conditions are favorable for any storms that develop to produce an isolated tornado, but also to produce gusty winds, large hail, and frequent lightning. So everyone included in that till 5 p.m. You will want to be on guard for severe weather for the rest of the day, and that is topping your weather headlines here on this Saturday. Strong to severe storms, but it's going to be a 50-50 weekend. We're not going to see the rain tomorrow. In fact, it's going to start to clear out tonight, leading to a great week ahead. I'll have the rest of your details on that forecast coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
Here at 11:41, I'm meteorologist Maureen McCann. You've perhaps seen the crawl going on the bottom of your screen that we have a tornado watch in effect for all of Central Florida until 5 o'clock tonight. Radar getting very busy, especially along the Gulf Coast. Citrus and Hernando counties under a severe thunderstorm warning. And you can tell by this broad view, look at all those lightning strikes. We have a lot of energy in the atmosphere, a lot of moisture to work with, and these storms are really holding together. And the ones that I'm most concerned about are the ones that are right here moving through Citrus and Hernando County. For Ocala, Marion County, it's all been general rain, some lightning, some breezy conditions. Going to watch that closely. But the one that's near the Gulf has a lot of rotation as indicated by radar. I'll take off the lightning so you can see it, and oftentimes we'll find these circular indicators here, and that's where we can find rotation. And when we find that rotation through the entire column of air, that's a strong sign that maybe we could get into a funnel cloud or a tornado. There haven't been any tornado warnings, but because of this indication, it shows the sign of the strength of these, and they're still quite a ways from Marion and Sumter counties. But as I stop this, and I'll be able to plot how far these are from us, just to plan ahead how you can go through the next few hours knowing that these will be headed in our direction. Here we are, Spring Hill, there's Leesburg. So these are going to be moving in our direction as they move off to the east, generally at about 30 miles per hour. So for Leesburg, that's about an hour away for you, if that. So these are going to be advancing towards Central Florida through the next couple of hours, which is why we have our tornado watch in effect until 5 o'clock tonight. For the boaters today, really not a day that you want to be out on the water. Just hold off on that if you can until tomorrow. I'll take you through your county by county forecast really quickly, and you'll find everyone warm, humid, breezy, with favorable conditions for these thunderstorms to form and perhaps become strong to severe. So we will keep you updated every step of the way throughout the afternoon. Myself and meteorologist Mallory Nichols, she will be in here shortly, and we'll have the latest warnings as they come in, so we take you through your county by county forecast. But as of now, we're under that tornado watch until 5 o'clock. I'll be back with more at 11:51. Right now, Storm Tracker 13.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
It has been a busy morning here in the Weather Center, and we will continue to be watching the radar for the next several hours. Strong line of thunderstorms already appearing and starting to impact Marion County, with the potential for some small hail and some very heavy rainfall there. This is the big picture of Central Florida. You can clearly see that the strongest activity is along the Gulf Coast, moving into Citrus and Hernando counties. And with the lightning counter called up, we are just seeing that number climb, which is a sign of the instability and a sign that there's a lot of energy to work with in the atmosphere to keep these storms going as they move across the Florida Peninsula. So I do want to point out this one storm that has tornado warnings associated with it for Citrus and Hernando counties. I'll take off the lightning so you can see it a little better. But this is something that we have to watch because it would be for Citrus, or rather for Sumter County. You could be seeing this next. And again, I have called up the 3D view because you can pick up on these tubes here, and that is where we are able to find the rotation throughout the column of the atmosphere. And whenever we see that extending down to the ground, that is an indication that there's enough rotation for a tornado. So this is our tornado warned storm, and it is currently along the Gulf Coast, but I want to bring your attention to it because it is moving to the east at about 30 miles per hour. So Sumter County, you do want to be on guard for this because it would potentially be moving in your direction over the next hour. So if I can track that out and show you where we're going to have that storm advancing towards, this is going to be impacting some of these places over the next hour. So again, that storm has a tornado warning associated with it. No active warnings for our immediate viewing area at this time, but it's enough to have us under a tornado watch, and that goes until 5 o'clock tonight. Got a lot of heavy rain, and we're finding some of those pockets of heavy rain in Marion County right now, and some of that is extending up towards Flagler County as well. And we'll be watching for some locally heavy downpours on top of the rain that fell during the early morning hours. So that's going to be a signal that we have just a lot of moisture in the atmosphere to work with. Some of these rainfall rates upwards of 2 to 3 inches an hour or more. So no surprise that we have this tornado watch in effect until 5 o'clock tonight, and that is going to be for all of Central Florida, including Orange County. Remember, this is a watch, not a warning. The warnings are confined to the Gulf Coast counties at this time, but we know that those will be advancing east, so we want to be on guard. Sumter, Marion, and Lake counties. And of course, we always show you travel weather at this time. Find out more on travel weather now on Channel 600, exclusively on Bright House Networks. So today we're tracking this cold front marching across the I-4 corridor. Behind it, we'll have much cooler and drier air coming in for the second half of the weekend, so noticeably different weather for tomorrow. But today our main concerns are these thunderstorms that are just getting started, at least with round 2. We had one round earlier today. Here comes the second round. 83 for today, cooler tomorrow, and throughout the next several days. We don't have any more rain to track. This is it. So the short term is where we really need to focus on the threat for severe weather, but it's looking great once we get beyond today. I'll be back with another live update coming your way at 12:01, but right now, Storm Tracker 13.
Meteorologist Maureen McCann is in the Severe Weather Center. You've been tracking storms for hours, even though we've had a little bit of a break. Lots of lightning in this system. So what's the latest, Maureen?
Well, the break is actually what's going to help fuel this next round of storms. If you woke up early this morning, we had one batch that rolled on through, but now conditions are destabilizing enough to prompt this tornado watch until 5 p.m. So that's the watch. We have several warnings, not just for Central County, but surrounding areas. Sumter County just included in a severe thunderstorm warning until 12:45 with that line of storms that I've been watching coming out of the Gulf. Look at all that lightning. These are just racing across, moving to the east around 35 miles per hour. So Bushnell, the Villages, Wildwood, be on guard for very strong winds, potential for hail, gusty winds, and a lot of lightning. And we still have a lot more to get through as these storms roll across the Florida Peninsula. Stay with us for live weather on the ones. I'll be back with another update coming your way at 12:11.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
Been monitoring strong to severe thunderstorms that have already flared up, moving across the Florida Peninsula. A lot of it focused on the Gulf Coast, but for Sumter County, this is just on your doorstep, and for Marion County, you're seeing some heavy rain move in right now, along with the potential for some small hail, and we also have to be on guard for Flagler County. Let's take you straight to Storm Tracker 13 here at 12:11. Actually, we're going to look outside first. Good idea, because we want to see what the skies are doing. The more sun we get breaking through the clouds today, the more favorable it would be for thunderstorms. So of course, we want to see the sun on a Saturday afternoon. We have outdoor plans. Today, the clouds will be our friend because they will help keep things a bit more stable, but already we have got into a volatile situation with these storms that have evolved over the Gulf and have moved onshore into Citrus and Hernando County. A lot of lightning with these two, and that's an indication of how much energy these cells have. And the storm that really is of most interest is this cell right here over Citrus and Hernando counties, which is going to be moving to the east around 30 miles per hour. Now, this storm has a history of rotation. We're not picking up on any of those indicators right now, but Bushnell, this is just about to move in towards you. And as it moves to the east around 30 miles per hour, we'll be able to track and see who will be impacted by this as it moves across around 30 to 35 miles per hour. Gusty winds are going to be the biggest threat with this cell, but also small hail and frequent lightning within these as well. So here we go with Storm Tracker 13 taking you through these counties, rather these communities. You're going to be impacted by this cell. And I'll pan around just to show you where else we have some of those stronger storms up to the north and east, moving out of Marion County and into northern Volusia and Flagler counties. You can see a broad area of rain, but also some intense returns in northeastern Marion County that will warrant the just to be watching on guard for any additional development. Remember, we have our tornado watch until 5 o'clock tonight. Sumter County, you're in a severe thunderstorm warning until 12:45. We'll be back with another live update at 12:21. Right now, Storm Tracker 13.
Your accurate weather expert forecast with Storm Tracker 13.
Here at 12:21, I'm meteorologist Maureen McCann, still monitoring thunderstorms moving in off the Gulf of Mexico, already prompting some severe thunderstorm warnings for Sumter County and also along the Gulf Coast. Taking you to the big picture, and I have the radar site turned on that's closer to Tampa just because that's closer to the storms and we can get better resolution. And you can tell by the lightning counter that we still are dealing with a very high number of lightning strikes there, a sign that these storms have a lot of energy and a lot of moisture to work with too, coming off the Gulf of Mexico. Just look at all that lightning, and then we have another batch that is rolling across northern Sumter into Volusia and southern Flagler counties. But I want to focus on the storm that's moving into Sumter County. It has the potential of producing some very strong winds, upwards of some 50 to 60 miles per hour or more. And earlier we had some rotation with this. There actually was a tornado warning attached to this system as it moved through Citrus and Hernando counties. Now it's a severe thunderstorm warning, but we're already picking up on those rotation indicators within this line. And this is moving off to the east around 30 miles per hour. So Bushnell, this is just about to come through your neighborhood. In fact, starting to see some of the pink shading show up on the map. So I'll go in for a closer look just to show you where we have the most intense returns within this cell. Again, we are in extreme western sections of Sumter County. It looks like the radar just swept around, but that's where we have the strongest returns with this. And let's see where it's going. Since it's moving to the east at about 30 miles per hour, they're moving very quickly. Whenever you have forward moving storms that have a lot of energy, we're able to see some very strong winds associated with them. So I'll track this out. I'll go right from the center of the storm, and we'll see as it moves to the east around 30 miles per hour or 35 miles per hour. These are some of the communities that will be impacted. Strong winds, some heavy rain, frequent lightning, and also the potential for some hail. And I've been able to detect some of that on Storm Tracker 13 this afternoon. If you have any reports of hail where you are, if you have any photos, please interact with us. You can do so on Twitter by finding us at MyNews13 Weather. So here's our hail indicator icon, and as I plot right in the center here, we can see what the size of the diameter of the hail is. And this is radar indicated, but still about 2 to 3 inches diameter. That's some large hail. So that's the most intense storm that we have at this time. And we'll continue to monitor additional storms developing within this large complex, which has warranted our our tornado watch until 5 o'clock tonight. Orange County, we are included in this. We have our severe thunderstorm warning. Remember, that is more imminent than a watch for Sumter County, and that goes until 12:45. Taking you through the next few hours, scattered showers and thunderstorms will be developing, and behind it we'll be getting into clearing skies for tomorrow. So a quick look at your forecast here as we run out of time. I do want to bring you the 7-day just to bring you up to speed that today is stormy, but tomorrow will not be. The rest of the forecast looks great. We'll see you again with another live update at 12:31. Right now, Storm Tracker 13. Coming Coming up now on 12:31, meteorologist Maureen McCann continuing to monitor the threat for severe weather today. So far, it's been pretty quiet in Orlando, but we do have storms to our west. Everyone is included in our tornado watch until 5 o'clock. The active warning we have is for Sumter County until 12:45. Just look at all that lightning associated with storms coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. Our strongest storms are moving through Bushnell at this time. The Villages, get ready, it's coming your direction shortly with strong gusty winds, small hail, and heavy rain. Also have some heavy rain up in Flagler County. We'll be back with another live update and a look at Storm Tracker 13 coming up at 12:41.